semen retention will make you a lot of money. So here's my question, and I've asked myself this often. If I had millions, or let's say billions of dollars, right? What is that going to do? What is that going to do for me? And then I can look at others who have that. I've known a few people in my life who've had a lot of money, and they have a lot of things that come with it. They got houses and cars and restaurants and yachts and all these things that they got to take care of. You see, that's the thing. You got to take care of it, right? And I got to be honest, I haven't met anybody who is really rich, either that I've known personal or even, on TV or the movie stars or, some of these entrepreneurs. I didn't sense they have anything that I really want, anything of the most highest essential nature. They had a bunch of money, okay, but the vibration, their quality of energy wasn't something that I was really attracted to, And also they have a lot of, generally speaking, look, I'm not knocking rich people at all. If I was rich, I would enjoy it, but I can also enjoy it if I'm not rich. But what I've noticed is, from my own personal life, when I've had a lot of money, my mind's more busy. When my mind's more busy, I'm less balanced. I'm more restless. I have things to take care of. It's like there's less space. It's all filled up with thoughts that I need to take care of this and handle this, and I don't know if I can trust this person, etc. And so there comes a lot of work, a lot of responsibility with having money. It's just not, upside. Not that it can't be done. If I'm spiritually fit, if anyone's spiritually fit, you can have money or not have money. It's not the point, because you've given your life up now to a greater power, and it's deciding for you whether you have money or not have money, for a higher reason. Because if it wants you to have money, then it's going to show you what to do with the money. You see, there's a difference between personally desiring something versus if the universe wants you to have it. This distinction and discernment needs to be matured and recognized, because it makes life a lot easier. It's like semen retention will definitely elevate our intelligence or increase our IQ, whatever you want to call it. So we can use that power to make money if we want to. But again, the question I bring it back to, is this really the highest thing that we want? Is this the best thing that we want? Is this what we want to spend our time and energy and focus on to make money or to do, whatever? We have to at first. I did. I just wanted a little story. When I used to sell cars back when in my 20s, and I made a bunch of money one month. I made almost $10,000. And for me, that was a lot. I had a $350 apartment, and I spent maybe $1,200 a month, and so I had like almost $9,000 extra, And man, I remember I was I was thinking I was going to make this every month, right? So I was looking at I was going by like other car lots, seeing what kind of car do I want. I went by a really expensive furniture store to see what furniture I'm going to get. I was looking at high-end apartments, and anyway, the last day I had to work 30 days. To make that level of money, you got to work a lot, right? So it was the last day of the month. I finished, and when I was walking back to my car, I remember I spontaneously I felt these words. It was like I felt like I sold my soul to the devil. Now, I'm not religious, and I don't believe that there's a old man with a beard in the sky and there's a devil with horns underground. It's just those words came to me, and I think what I was really trying to say, I felt very empty because I had focused so hard in that month and spent so much energy on making money, and I made it, that I was like, I don't want to do this. I didn't feel satisfied. Like, it was clear to me that that's not how I want to spend my time and my energy making a bunch of money. And the next month I got fired. So, see, when this body drops, I can't take any of these worldly things with me. I can't take my money with me, or my gold, or my toys, and, you know, cars and jet skis and motorcycles. You know, I had all that. You can't take that with you. What can I take with me? The level of consciousness that I attained while I was in this body during this life, which is the point of, and the purpose for being here, is this is the game. The consciousness that we are identifies with this body and this mind and this, all these emotions and desires, and then it's supposed to realize itself, its pure self, while being identified with these bodies. You see, that's a Hollywood movie right there, you know, because this virtual reality software that we're wearing makes everything really, really real. So this is the game that we're involved in, and the progress that we make with this realization is what we take with us when we die, and our character that we built, and, you know, all the spiritual qualities that we've nourished and grown into. We take that with us, and then that determines what happens, what plane we go to, and all that stuff. I don't want to turn this into one of those videos, but I just felt to touch on that. So that's all we take with us. And I can promise you, if I spent my whole life just trying to please my senses and chase after material things and mundane stuff, and just get, you know, temporary hits of euphoria and pleasure, and then the body drops, I promise I would regret, like, God, I just wasted 60, 70, 80 years or less on nothing, on pursuing nothing, basically. Nothing that really mattered, because where's it at now? It's gone. And I'm stuck with the same, you know, immature consciousness that I had when I came here. And that's just not something that I look forward to. And I don't, if somebody else feels these words to be true, then I also encourage you to follow this inner voice, that it may not be too loud, you know, and it gets drowned out by everyone else's, you know, collective conditioning about what's important and what's not. But so it can be challenging. But if that voice is in you and you hear this stuff and you resonate with what I'm sharing, then you got to pay more attention to it and stay really tuned with that. And all the other impressions that come and all that, just you know, don't pay much attention to it if you can. And surround yourself with company, and watch or videos or read books that help to encourage this higher way of being, and what the important things of your human existence is. You see, we need support. This is why God makes people make videos and write books. It's for those who are coming into this realization, but they just need some support so that it stays strong and they continue to forge ahead and don't get fall through the cracks of just collective, you know, nonsense. Really, the only reason to make a bunch of money, and if the desire is really strong to make a bunch of money, then you got to make a bunch of money. You got to taste what that feels like until that desire organically comes to a natural dissolution. You see, me telling you that it doesn't matter, or somebody else telling you it doesn't matter, it really doesn't matter that you're hearing this from other people. You need to hear it from your own self. And sometimes if our desire is strong, we need to go experience it so that then we get the actual organic personal confirmation for ourselves that it's not. And then these words will be your words. And then we can do something, you know. Really, the only desire to make a bunch of money or to achieve, certain worldly material goals is to see that they're that it's useless, basically. To see that it's not going to really give us the kind of inner contentment and satisfaction that we want, which is the reason we're trying to pursue them in the first place. But sometimes we need to do it to see that for ourselves. So that's, I used to call that paradoxical sadhana, or paradoxical spiritual practice, is when we know that it's like, what you're doing is not really going to make you happy, but yet the karmic energy there to experience that's so strong that you just have to do it. It's fine. It's fine. Do it. But just remember, as much as you can, to keep checking into, what is the real purpose for you here? And then to give attention to that. And when you give attention to that, something starts to open up, and there's some guidance available that will help you attract those things that will help accelerate this process of your spiritual evolution, so to speak. And again, the whole purpose of spiritual evolution is because that's going to give us the satisfaction that we want. That's why. That's the only reason. We're just not going to be content until that happens. So that's what it is. It's not a religious or dogmatic thing. It's a very common sense thing. But again, that has to be realized inside each individual for it to really be true. And sometimes hearing this stuff from other people, it helps awaken this dormant intelligence that's already in you that perhaps is just kind of asleep, but at least it's there. And so when somebody speaks about this, whose their tendencies have been awakened, then when they speak, they awaken yours, and then we all enjoy together, All right, I think that's good on the money video, and I think I'm going to go in the river now. The sun's out. Okay, I'll talk to you later.